Katie Hunter from MMA UK. I'm here with the Kaizen Academy guys who are fighting at Evolution of Combat on the 15th of February. First of all, everybody say hi. So if we got Kieran O'Brien.
That's me here. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Kieran. Matty Isherwood.
Hiya, that's me.
Rafferty Stewart.
Up man.
And Ross Mason. Guys, you all look very sweaty. What have you just finished in the gym?
MMA sparring on Monday night. Big session. Good week. Start to week. Yeah, we're out of war here.
You must be knackered following that.
Yeah, late one as well. Finishing at 9.
Yeah, and sorry, I've grabbed you straight on for an interview as well. Sorry about that. But I thought this way you could all dish the dirt on each other.
All right.
So I've done a bit of stalking about you all on social media. Kieran, let me come to you first. You're the only pro out of you guys, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And have you had any amateur fights, or you went straight into pro fights?
I had a lot of amateur fights about 6 years ago. So I went, I think it's many years ago. I think I was 4-3 as an amateur. But it was before they started logging a lot of them. I think if you remember P4 TV, in Liverpool Olympia, I was doing a lot of those amateur fights there.
Oh, wicked. And your last fight was also at Evolution of Combat, and you got the head kick finish.
That's right. I think it was about 11 seconds. Was it 11 seconds? Yeah. Which was nice.
Did you ever mention that, guys?
Don't show that.
Don't show that, exactly.
I saw some footage of it. You must have been chuffed with that.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's a weird one. You want to train hard and have a good fight, so it was a bit of a yeah. It's weird. You don't want to win too easily either, right? You want to get tested to see what you're made of, really. But you still want to win, so it's a bit weird. I guess I'm never happy, is what I'm trying to say. So.
And you're fighting Ian Postlewaite, Evolution Combat 6. You were supposed to fight him last time, right? And then he must have pulled out.
He pulled out due to a shoulder injury. So I took a late notice fight against someone else, and now we're ready to do it again. I'm looking forward to it. I've watched a lot of his fights. I've been daydreaming about his rhythm, trying to get it in my head, locked in. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad he's healed up. I'm ready to have a good test now.
Is that the way you prepare for a fight? Does it bring you comfort to look at your opponents and footage of them?
Not too much. I like to watch a little bit of what they can do, and I like to kind of think about how they move a little bit. But to be honest, you don't know till you get out there and you feel what they've got. But I don't worry about things like that. I think for me, I'm more like a Buddhist. I don't think I'm doing it. I don't think he's doing it. It's just a set of rhythms that are going to go play against each other, and we'll see what happens. I'm not afraid of losing. I'm not afraid of winning. I just want to go out there and put on a show for everyone and entertain my friends and my family and anyone else who's interested as well. So I don't really see it like it's something I have to be worried about or not.
Yeah.
It's something I have to go out there and let my body do what it can do, and we'll see what happens.
And talk to me about flipping like a ninja.
I've always been into martial arts, so I've not just been an MMA guy. I've been to Japan to study Chinese Kung Fu, to study ninjutsu. I've been a long time fan of just martial arts in general. I'm quite good at a little bit of tricking and things like that. So I just like to entertain people. So if I win, or maybe even in the match itself, I'll throw some crazy spinning shit at the guy and we'll see what happens there as well.
So everyone should go and check out Kieran's Instagram, because there's this really cool video of him doing some ninja shit.
Oh, you really did stalk me, didn't you? Nice.
Somebody's commented, how do you learn to do that? And you said, just do it, which
Just
I'm not
do
sure
it.
is the greatest of advice.
Yeah. Just go do it. Your body will work it out, right? That's it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I could guarantee you that my body would not work that out. Matty, let's move on to you for a minute. So, hello. So you also won at Evolution of Combat 5.
Yeah.
And that was your amateur debut, right?
Yeah, that's the first fight. So.
How was that for you?
It's all right. You don't really know what to expect before you go in there. Then I know when you're in there, you just kind of flow with it. And again, Kieran beat me for the quickest KO of the night, which is quite annoying because everyone was like 30 seconds. That's really good, and then obviously he gets the head kick, which is nice as well. But, yeah,
How long have you been training for?
Probably 2.5 years with some little gaps here and there.
Yeah.
But,
did you start training MMA or did you go into it from another discipline?
MMA mainly. So I did a bit of kickboxing and like groundwork, so wrestling and BJJ. And then I don't know, I like competition, so I wanted to test myself a bit more.
Yeah.
Obviously, with getting punched in the face is quite fun. So it is what it is.
It's addictive, isn't it?
Yeah, in a weird way.
And like me, I saw that you're partial to a motivational quote.
Right in front of my friends, come on.
Any favourites at the moment?
That's a tough one. What is it? If there's not a door, you've got to build one. Something like that. Basically, if there's not a way, find a way.
I like the one you had on there about only dead fish go with the flow.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. He wants to be like everyone else.
And I also saw you had this bloody nose in one of the photos that if you got that in MMA, then I would understand, but you got it at work. What is it that you do for a living?
That was years ago, that. I was looking at Argos, and then we have like your flat pack type stuff. Turn around like a spasm and just fell on my face. That was quite fun, to be honest.
I was thinking if he's getting bloody noses from inanimate objects, it doesn't bode well for a fight. But
yeah, no. I'm just like Homer Simpson. I absolutely get punched in the face, but then get knocked out. So I look forward to that.
And it looks like you're into football as well. Are you still playing football?
Yeah, I still play football on a Saturday, which I don't know how advisable that is. That's about a few weeks out, but I like playing. So.
What do you think you get more injuries from, MMA or football?
No, footy, hands down. At least MMA, if you get a punch, I can kind of stop it. If you get some good on a Saturday, Plus, you meet with MMA, you get this. I don't know. Sometimes people think you're a thug. On a Saturday, you get people like, I want to levy. You're like, oh, all right, just tackled you. Whereas in here, at least you're accountable.
And it looked like you had another fight scheduled for December, but I guess did that one fall through? Yeah,
it's scheduled for my birthday, actually, because the first one, as I said before, I won quite quickly, and I was kind of, like Kieran was with his, I was happy but disappointed. So we'll get straight back in there, and whilst the cut was going well, I thought, my weight was down, I thought I may as well take another one. But then I just got a cold, and then I was started training back into it, and I just kept getting fevers, and every time I was training, it just weren't working. And at the same time that I wanted to fight whilst my weight was down and kind of hungry, I don't want to be stupid and go and get levered and run out of gas after a minute. So
maybe your body really run down from the cut.
I think it's just time of year.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap going around.
That's it.
Rafferty, is that a fresh black eye you've got there?
Yeah, that's sparring with a middleweight called Tom Lamb, and he's and it was a fucking brutal round.
Your hands covered. Oh, that's it. That's better. We can see you now. So,
What's
you're
that, sorry?
not driving home, are you?
No, I'm not driving home now. No.
Good. So how did you get started in MMA?
I was very lost and lonely when I was at sixth form, and I was fat as well. And I came into the gym, Kaizen, which was recommended to me by a friend, and I just fell in love with it. On the first day, I pulled out a 12-month unlimited class contract, and that was it. And I just fell in love with it. I was watching Conor McGregor a lot. I was very fascinated by the way he spoke about martial arts and fighting. and then it just I've just been able to grow as a person from there, really.
That's lovely. How long have you been training now?
I've been training since I was 17, so 3 years now.
And do you feel like it's given you kind of like fitness, and I take it you've lost weight doing the training that you've been doing?
Yeah, so I'm currently 175 pounds, so I've got 12 more pounds to lose, but I should lose that quite well. It's the same day weigh-in, so I've got to rely on my dieting a lot, but luckily I've got guys who are very informative on dieting, so I should be able to get that weight off in time for the fight.
The thing that struck me about all of you guys is your dedication. Like, you were all in the gym over like Christmas and New Year period, and you even put up a post about like your diet plan that you'd set out, and this was on the 1st of January you were starting it, and
Yeah.
like the training that you were going to do. Like, that's real dedication.
Yeah. Yeah, my opponent was actually on holiday in Mexico. I've been stalking his Instagram via an anonymous Instagram account, and he's been enjoying his burritos and shit. But he's had a very active year last year. He competed in boxing, kickboxing, MMA. He's 1-1. He actually beat a guy called Alvaro from Iceland, who actually lost via Kimura to one of my many jiu-jitsu coaches here at Kaizen. So he's a tough guy. He's a striker. His takedown defense didn't look very good, and his grappling looked standard as well. But he's a game guy. He's from Scotland as well. I'm also from Scotland partly. My surname is spelled Stewart, which is the Scottish spelling, as opposed to Stuart, which is the English spelling.
Right. So you must be buzzing for this one.
Yeah, no, I'm going to weigh in at Kaizen, and we're going to drive up, and we're just going to get stuck in there, really. I've been training 5-6 days a week now. So I'm just ready. I'm ready for a fight now. So we're all getting ready now. I'm sparring experienced pro fighters, experienced amateur fighters. I'm getting tough rounds every single day.
I can see that.
Yeah, the jiu-jitsu community at Kaizen is unbelievable. In many ways, it's more of a jiu-jitsu gym than it is an MMA gym. So the grappling here is phenomenal, and yeah, we're just looking ready. We're all ready for a fight now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Ross, let me come to you quickly.
Hello.
Hi.
You all right?
Yeah. You guys seem like the most mature, well-read, like well-educated, like people that I've ever interviewed. Like,
really?
Your posts are about all these books that you're reading and all the travel
it's
that you've done.
I can't read. Just for the gram. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I can read.
Tell me about the mind of a fighter and the heart of a fighter.
Just consistency and stuff like that. I was very inconsistent with my training when I started training and competing. And I've read a few books like that, and it's took its effect on me. And I've a lot more consistent now.
Yeah.
And getting some results from my fights, which is good. I've only had tough fights, so yeah.
And tell me about your travel as well, because you've been to Thailand, Australia, like,
yeah.
all over.
I did a bit of training in Thailand.
And training in Thailand as well. What's that like?
That was good, yeah. They took some tough rounds with tough Russians and stuff like that. Australia, I was just partying and drinking, so. But yeah, Thailand, I was training hard. Yeah, good experience. Good to train with fresh bodies, you know.
Yeah. And talk to me about, no wonder you guys are keen to all go back to Evolution of Combat, because you all got great results up there. Tell me about that fight.
Last fight, yeah, it was a tough fight. Guy had a lot of experience, a few Thai fights. He had more MMA fights than me. But I had a same day weigh-in, which didn't do well for me. But I got the job done. A lot of wrestling. Yeah, just ground him out, really. So I do come from a striking background, so...
Yeah.
I'm not really a wrestler, but I just seem to be wrestling people, and it seems to be working. And I've got a sub on my record too, so triangle. So yeah, I can do it anywhere I go. I'll do it.
And did you say that it was same day weigh-ins?
Same day weigh-in, yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a struggle, but I mean, I still got the job done, so
yeah.
It is what
so
it is.
did you have to diet right down in advance?
Yeah, I dieted right down, but still a bit cut on the morning, so I dropped about just under 4 kg in the morning, which isn't probably the best thing to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I used to walk around about 77 kilos, but now I'm a bit of a big boy, so I walk around about 83, 82.
And is it same day weigh-ins again this time?
No, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that again. It's 75 kg.
Right.
Day before. Mm-hmm.
Jesus, yeah, that must have been horrendous. How long did you get to refuel after that?
Weighed in at 12, fought about 9-ish.
Yeah, that's tough. Really tough.
I'm mentally tough, eh?
And I saw a nice pic of your broken hand as well. Like,
yeah.
It must be so frustrating. It seems like you've had two of the major frustrations that you can have in the fight game.
Yeah.
Opponent pull out and injuries.
Yeah. I broke my hand twice. Last year, I broke it because I hit so hard, you see. No, yeah. I came from a boxing background, and I broke it a few times when I was boxing, and it's just troubled me ever since when I started with MMA. So, but yeah, it's all right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it? There you go. You can sort of see the knuckles gone. Where's the camera on this
Fist
thing?
of steel.
The deadly weapon. That you seen it?
So tell me what you know about your opponent for the next one.
I know he's a tough guy, explosive, durable. Yeah, I think it's going to be a high-paced fight.
So more wrestling?
Probably, yeah. If he wants to strike, I'll strike. If he wants to wrestle, I'll wrestle. So we'll see. But, no, it's going to be a good fight. I always take tough fights. I've got the mixed record, but I'll happily fight anyone. Knees next, though.
Awesome. Well, let me finish by asking you all some teammate questions.
All right. Do you want everyone in the picture? Or just me?
No, they're quick fire ones for everyone, so you can ditch each other in it. But who's the biggest joker in the gym?
Joe, probably this guy. But yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Walking job, but...
Worst dresser?
Worst dresser?
Probably me. I'm colourblind.
I was going to say that's quite a Larry top you're wearing.
Yeah.
Larry.
I'm red-green colourblind, so I have no idea what I'm wearing.
Oh my God, at least you've got an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Best dancer?
Oh, that's
Kieran, yeah.
100%. I used to do ballet. I was a sick dancer. Yeah, and pole dancing as well. I've done a bit of pole dancing.
His weekend job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hidden depth.
Yeah. It's good for footwork. So.
Worst tattoo?
Ross, because he's the only one with tattoos, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got some tats.
What have you got?
I've got some flowers and stuff. I've got a Bruce Lee quote on my chest.
Oh, nice.
Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water.
That's not lame. That's awesome.
I mean,
that's a good
Lee,
one.
Bruce Lee. You know me.
Who's the most vain?
Vain. Oh.
What does vain mean?
Like,
it means they love themselves.
Love
they
yourself.
love the image.
I love myself.
John Carr's pretty vain. John Carr over there, he's pretty.
He looks like a young. We got a guy who looks like a young Billy Zane from Twin Peaks. So there you go. It's probably him.
Fights like him as well.
What about laziest trainer?
Come on.
Don't know. I mean, every
you're
day.
trained quite hard. So.
Do you mean the coaches? Who's the laziest coach?
You can say that if you want.
I don't know. Who's lazy?
We are lazy, really.
Not Dan right now. Cause he's injured.
Dan Hope.
He's injured,
The promoter of Evolution of Combat.
And I might cover my ears for this one. Longest in the shower?
We don't shower, really.
It's not an excuse to winning, you got to stink.
No, we I don't know. Probably you.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're often until start till finish. You know, at the moment it's us four, so we're in the shower for ages.
There's only 2 showers, so
We're
you do
finish-
maths.
We're finishing at 9 after a good 2.5 hours of training each evening. So, we're often in the shower till quite late.
It's not together.
Not together. Not that type of thing.
Good team, though.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. You all seem so dedicated. Like when I see kind of the talent coming through on the amateur scene and the pro scene, like it's so exciting to me to see people investing so much time. Like it's really cool. And
Got to be done. You only live once, don't you? So you got to say cool.
We're putting Kaizen on the map this year.
Right.
We're all having a minimum of three to 4 fights this year, all 4 of us, and that's not including Jordan. John will be back competing soon. Adam will be active. We've got a lot of guys who are going to be active. Big Joe, former light heavyweight champ of UKFC, absolutely destroyed a guy from ABT in Manchester Predators and Robbie Kennedy. He's a great fighter, a great striker, and Joe just fucking took him out.
We're talking about our fights, right?
No, Big Joe. I mean, we've got 4-0 amateurs here. You know, we've got experienced pros. Adam was 8-1 as an amateur. You know,
It's a big year for us all.
I debuted as a 19-year-old and pinged a 25-year-old, and that was less than a year ago. I had 4 fights this year, and so we're coming for Sinclair MMA, Blackburn Predators, Wrexham, Manchester Predators. Not in a big lad way, but we're wanting to test ourselves against these guys. I'm not calling them out. I've got respect for these.
He's backing up. We don't really
But we're a lot of time like us, the 50,000, but we're here to be a well-known gym.
Awesome.
Yeah. It sounds like an amazing gym. It sounds like you've all got such a lovely rapport between you all. And you convince each other as well, which is always the best. Do you want to give shout outs to any coaches or sponsors or anything before you go?
Hate all my coaches.
We don't really have coaches here. It's more like it's more like it's YouTube. It's more like a community research project. Seriously, like we all coach each other here. There's no we have some official classes, but really the fight team, it's a hive mind. It's not teacher-student relation.
A huge open mat system here. Huge open mat.
In a nutshell, the community is the syllabus. That's what makes us different to everyone else. It's exactly
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's worth doing it just to get our results.
Yeah, we've got structured lessons.
That's the real meaning of no ego. People throw that around. No ego. It only means something if everybody is a real community, like a hive mind where everyone can pitch in. That means the community knowledge is greater than any one single person. It's not about making one person powerful here. It's about being powerful together. That's what this is. That's why we're so different. That's why Rafty's right to say we're going to be on the map this year. I believe that, and so does everyone here as well. We believe in that. Yeah. It's an experiment. It's different. It's a different approach. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that we wanted to try something different, and so far so good. And it takes 10 years to build a quality training room, and we're only five years or so in. And we've already done great things, and I believe you're going to see some really amazing things out of us. That's what I believe. That's what we all believe here.
That's really interesting, and I'd love to catch up with you again to like talk about that even further. And how do you guys like continue to develop your knowledge as well? Do you like train at other places and come back?
Yeah. So again, that's like maybe some gyms are a bit more exclusivist. Like I've been coming from a traditional martial arts background. It was really like that. You couldn't, if you went from one martial art to another, the teachers would get mad at you. They'd ostracize you. So I really saw that clearly in those spaces. And then when I went to combat sports, I still saw that kind of attitude. So when we started this place, we got rid of all that attitude. It's just about skill and learning together here. There's a real openness here. So all the guys go away, like Ross went to Thailand. Rafty's been going down wrestling in Manchester with some of the other guys. Like we literally promote that kind of attitude. If you see something online that works, then you can bring it here. We've brought in some of the top grapplers from around the world. Craig Jones, that's really the best way to do it is to learn, right? We're open to learning. We're open to improving all the time. The job's never done. It's never finished. That's what makes this sport so interesting.
Boom.
That's incredible. Who were the ones that set this up then?
So that was myself, the other coach Adam Gregory, and then 2 jiu-jitsu guys as well. Michael Wood, who is the most knowledgeable guy on jiu-jitsu other than John Danaher, who's probably, in my opinion, the best American jiu-jitsu practitioner and a complete nerd on grappling. And Michael Wood is the English version of that guy, and that's why our grappling, as Rafferty mentioned, is really, really good, because we've got a guy who basically doesn't care about anything else other than jiu-jitsu. So so we're really lucky to have him, and as Rafferty mentioned before, a solid jiu-jitsu community here again, where the focus is on skill development. It's not about anything else. We got rid of all the boring stuff and we made it about learning, and about concepts and principles, and we gave each student permission to research their own style. Like Bruce Lee said it like this: take what's useful, discard what's useless, add what is essentially your own. And that's what we do here. That's it.
We still do a lot of sparring
and if you want to talk to me about
you don't sit around talking nonsense.
you have to apply as well, obviously, but you theorize, then you apply, then you return to theory, then you apply, then you return. It's just a loop like that, right? That's how it has to be done.
This is definitely the most intellectual interview that I've ever done.
We've got some GCSEs,
But you guys are really philosophical about it, and I love it. It's a really different way of looking at things.
Yeah, well, if you want to beat the best, you have to do what they're doing,
not think like them,
and then you have to do what they're not doing yet, as well, right? Like that, and that's hard to do. So, and that is something you need a hive mind community research project to do, right? So, that's how I see that. That's how we see that.
I'm going to take heads off there.
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible, and you're clearly getting results.
Yeah. Well, we're just getting started, so you're going to see more. You're going to see a lot more.
Yeah, activity from us all. Activity.
Well, I wish you guys all the very best of luck.
And thank you very much for asking us lovely questions and for giving us your time and for showcasing us to the rest of the UK scene as well. Really appreciate that. And actually, we love the UK MMA scene as well. So we're really happy just to be asked loads of great questions by you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd love to have you back on in the future as well. Come back on and tell me how your fights go, and tell me what you're doing next and what the gym's doing next. It sounds awesome what you're doing.
Thank you.
Full show. Full show.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. I'll let you all go home and get to bed and get some rest.
Share a bit of shower.
We haven't finished sparring yet.
We've been talking about it.
Thank you.
All right, see you later. Bye.